Hey lovies, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into a topic that's been making some rounds on TikTok in regards to young children getting their hair braided extremely tight. And as someone with two young daughters and who cares deeply about scalp health and long-term hair growth, I just wanted to come in and share my thoughts, okay? So we're going to go ahead and jump into these TikTok videos and then I'll pop back in with my thoughts. See you soon.
This is why y'all babies is bald headed. This is why y'all babies is bald headed. And this is why y'all babies are bald headed. And this is why some of y'all kids cannot grow hair until way later on in life after they've repaired all the fucking damage you have done to their follicles and their scalp. There is absolutely no reason, and I do mean no reason, why you need to be putting that much tension on a baby's scalp. Let the baby be bald headed. My daughters were both bald headed all around here, And now at 3 and 4, they have so much hair. I have to schedule an entire weekend just to do hair because I allowed their hair to breathe and grow. Scalp health is one of the most important things when it comes to hair growth. Y'all are ruining that baby's follicles.
Okay, y'all know about this little baby. This is all over the news. Okay, I don't feel no shame because I am a licensed professional and I am telling the mom to take them out. Take those cornrows out. That cornrow likely gave way and so many things could happen. Little baby, little princess could have tugged at it. She could have rolled over in her sleep and it just popped off. Okay, I don't think anybody pulled her hair or anything like that. Those cornrows are way too tight. Please, just take it out. Let her hair just run free. Make sure you detangle it. But no more tension. There is way too much tension on this little baby scalp.
Okay, so my daughter got these braids done about a week and a half ago, and her skin is freaking out. And I think we're going to take the braids down tonight. But I was just curious, what causes this? Do you think, is this from it being too heavy, too much tension? Or is this like an infection? Does this mean that she's having an allergic reaction to the hair? I just want to know. I was just watching a fucked up live of a stylist doing a little girl's hair, and that baby was crying because it fucking hurts. It hurts to get your hair braided, and you're a little child, your brain is developing. Like, you can't even process that kind of pain properly and how to act differently. So for all the people that were in the comments going, is she just playing you? She just trying to manipulate you? Then she got a cell phone to play on and she stopped her fit. And everyone's like, look at that. She stopped her fit. What are, this kid trying to manipulate you? No, she's not. No, she's not. She's a little person getting pain and her brain isn't fully developed. So all she knows is, I got to distract myself from this pain. She knows the phone will help distract her. It's not a manipulation. Learn some shit about child brain development before you go off like that. Jesus Christ. It's heartbreaking.
Breathe it out, breathe it out. Come on, you've got this, my strong girl.
If you style your children's hair like this or like this, you need to listen to this. Now, yes, children will want all sorts of different hairstyles. However, please be mindful not to tie the hair back too tight because over time that can cause tension and pulling on the hair, especially along the frontal portion, which over time as they grow can cause hair loss. So just be careful not to tie the hair back too tight in tight braids or tight ponytails.
First of all, why her neck and shoulders connected like that? Is the braids that tight and heavy? I mean, look at them. They probably are. How is this acceptable?
I've never understood people who laugh when children are in pain. So, as someone who grew up with that same texture of hair as hers, like same thickness, I'm always shocked when grown ass adults are laughing at a little girl in pain while she's getting her hair done. Laughing at kids in general when they're in pain. Y'all motherfuckers are weird. But not just that, the child's in pain, but also your instinct is, hey, let's record this child in pain. It's not like they're gonna grow up and see it later and have their peers make fun of them. But no. We gotta prioritize the need to trauma bond over this beauty is pain mindset. Stop recording kids online, period. Especially when they're crying. What's wrong with y'all?
Okay, let me just start off by saying that this video in no way is intended to bash anyone. It's just to bring awareness, okay? Let me just say that whenever you braid your hair super tight, whether it's your hair or your children's hair, and you put extreme tension on their hair follicles, over time that can lead to traction alopecia, okay, which is a form of permanent hair loss. And once your hair follicles are damaged, it is very hard to reverse that, and it's very hard to come back from that. So that's something that we all have to be mindful of. And especially when we're dealing with children, their hair follicles are super weak. Their scalps are barely developed. Any slight tugging, any slight pulling, or anything like that, when it comes to the hair, can mess their hair up. They have their whole lives ahead of them. So if we're pulling their hair and we're doing all these tight braids and styles on their hair, we're damaging their hair. We think that we're making them, look pretty and stuff like that, but we're really damaging their hair follicles and really messing up their scalp. Okay, so we have to really be mindful of that when we're dealing with our children's hair. And a lot of times people tend to think that the tighter the braids, the longer the hairstyle lasts. But that's not true. What's happening is over time, you're going to have long lasting damage done to your hair versus the hairstyle actually lasting long. We really have to ask ourselves, why are we normalizing pain? Why are we making pain a part of our beauty routine and just sending out harmful messages that it has to hurt? When you get your hair braided or you get a style put in your hair, this has to hurt in order for you to, look good. That's not a good message to send out. And this is what we're actually saying to our children. If you're not crying, then the stylist is not doing her job. If you're not screaming at the top of your lungs and it's not hurting and you're not able to sleep at night, then the stylist didn't do their job. This is not a message that we want to actually put out, or a mindset that we want to actually be passing down to generations upon generations to our children and our grandchildren. Beauty does not have to come at a cost, So I have two daughters and I braid my daughter's hair, and I've been braiding their hair since they was about 3 years old. And y'all let me know down in the comment section, what age do you think you should start braiding your children's hair? Your daughter's hair, your son's hair. At what age do you think is an appropriate age for you to start braiding their hair? Because I started braiding my daughter's hair at 3. Yeah, they was like 3 years old. I started braiding their own hair. And I started off with doing mini twists on their hair, all the way up until they was about, I would say 6 years old. I just recently started putting extensions in their hair. And my oldest daughter is 10 years old. Last year is when I first started putting extensions in her hair. And I would do cornbread styles on her hair. Or I would do crochet style braids on her hair. And she loves that, and she's super tender-headed. So I'm also mindful of that as well. and I take her pain tolerance into consideration. And if she's telling me it's hurting, I stop, I loosen up. A lot of us, we do hair and we don't even know our strength. We don't even know that we are tensed ourselves, and we're projecting that onto the child's hair as we're braiding their hair. That's why I like to do my own children hair. I don't send them to the salon to get their hair braided or styled or anything like that, because a lot of people are heavy handed. They have a lot of tension in their bodies. So when they're braiding their hair and twisting their hair, they don't even know that they're actually pulling the child's hair. But the kid crying is a sign or indication that the child is in pain. And at that point, I think any stylist should stop and take the child's pain into consideration. There are so many pretty styles out there that you can do to your kids' hair, protective styles that are beautiful and that doesn't require you to put so much tension and so much stress on the hair. You could do mini twists, you could do loose braids, you could do high puffs, you can do a whole lot of different styles, which will allow your child's scalp to breathe. You understand? And grow the way it needs to grow. So that's all I really want to say. We want our kids to grow up loving their hair. We want them to start treating their scalps with care, treating their hair with care as they grow up. Okay, no style is worth sacrificing them losing their hair and damaging their scalp and just having traction alopecia for the rest of their lives. Okay, so y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. Like I said, get down in the comment section and let me know what age you think is an appropriate age to start braiding your child's hair. Do you braid your kids' hair? What do you think about this video? Because a lot of people on TikTok, it was going around that people were saying that this is a form of child abuse. Now, I don't know about all of that, but y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. This is my opinion. This is my hair commentary. Y'all go ahead and subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up, and I appreciate you and thank you for watching. Be blessed. Bye-bye.